My name is James Williamson, and this is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I'm going to make this video now and probably post it now. So, in the next few days, I will be celebrating the life of this man. This is my father. His name is James Williams Sr. I found this picture of me in his stuff. So, when I got my PlayStation 3 and I started playing Mass Effect, he had me explain everything to him, and he got a kick off of it. So this is like my dad and Mass Effect. So I'm going to tell you about my dad's experience with Mass Effect before he passed. So we were watching, we play and everything, and he goes, "Hey Jay, well, every time I see you, you're always playing as a chick." So I said, "Well, Dad, let me explain this to you." I said, "I'm not gay or anything. First off, FemShep has better delivery. Secondly, when you play in Mass Effect 3, it's more of a shoot 'em up than role playing, and you do a lot of running as Shepard. And most of the time, it might be me, it might have been my TV, I don't know, but it seemed like the camera was always panning on Shepard's ass." I said, "So if I gotta play and I gotta look at an ass, and I'm representing this character, I'd much rather look at a woman's ass than a man's ass, because I'm not gay and I don't want to look at a dude's ass. And unless you're doing a cut scene, you're pretty much, whenever you're doing a fight scene, it's over the shoulder, but it's mostly on his like back and his ass. And I'm not looking at another dude's ass." And so Dad's like, "You know what? I don't really blame you for that, because I wouldn't want to look at a dude's ass either." So, Dad taught me a lot of shit, and I've taught him some shit, never as much as he taught me. But I could go to my dad with anything. And when we played Mass Effect, or when he watched me play Mass Effect, he would sit there with me for the whole thing, unless like the phone rang or something important came up. He would watch me play this shit for hours at a time, and we thoroughly enjoyed playing Mass Effect. Granted, we played on a TV not much bigger than this circumference of what you see me in, depending on your video or whatever. And it was pretty freaking awesome. He said, "Okay, who's that? Who's that? What's that? Who's that?" And I take the time to explain him. And he watched me play the entire trilogy, from game 1 all the way to game 3. Now, granted, we had to do it in a couple of day time span. I didn't record any of this shit, but we had to do it in a couple of day time span because I wasn't down his house every weekend. But where I picked up at is where we left off at. So unless one of his TV shows came on and he had something else to do, he'd sit right there with me in the house, and we would play Mass Effect. Or, well, I would play Mass Effect. He would watch, and he'd ask me about the Solarians. So I'd have to give him the history of the Solarians. He asked me about the Torians and the Krogans, and I'd give him that. And then I found out how dumb I am. There's a thing on these Mass Effect games called the Codex. So instead of me telling my dad, I could have just pressed this fucking button. That's right, just press that fucking button. And he would have heard everything he needs to know, because there's a narrator in the Codex. So when I figured it out, I was like, "Okay, here, Dad, this will tell you that." So we listen to that, and it'll go for like maybe 2 minutes, and I'd go to all the council races, and I'd scroll down, and he'd hear them all. And then when we started playing the game again, he would ask me again, "Well, what the hell's a Solarian?" It's like, "They're the guys who invented the Genophage." "What's a Torian?" "They're the guys who released the Genophage on those ugly guppy-looking things called the Krogan." Because he called the Krogans, he said they look like guppies. So I was like, okay, well, I've never had a pet guppy before, but okay. So he called those Krogans guppies. He's like, "Yeah." So I told him, I was like, "Well, I have never met anybody in my life as ugly as a fucking Krogan, or not so harmful on the eyes of Torian and scary as a Solarian." He didn't think any of these creatures were ugly. He asked me about the blue ladies. Like, "Oh, those are the Asaris." It's like, "Are they like designed specifically for sex?" It's like, "Well, they're monogendered, so they can have sex with men and women." And he watched me have a lesbian relationship with FemShep and Liara. So that was cool. That's the other reason why I want to do Fem Writer, Sarah Writer, so I can have lesbian relationships. Hey, I like lesbians. If I was a woman, I'd be a lesbian. You don't like that? Hey, I don't give a shit. Told him the same thing. He's like, "Yeah, I would prefer my daughter to be a lesbian than my son to be gay." See? One thing we got in common. I would prefer my daughter to be a lesbian than my son to be gay. But either way, I'd still love them, and he said the same thing. So, it is what it is. This is just going to be one of the videos I'm going to post. On the 24th, I'm going to probably be exceptionally emotional, but I'm still going to make another video about this. So this is me and my dad in Mass Effect, and keeping with tradition, we should go.